What if the drama that promised to heal your heart ended up delivering the bleakest goodbye of the year instead? Love and Crown, the historical romance starring Ren Jialun and Peng Xiaoran, has wrapped its 35-episode run with advance paid episodes, and its finale has left many viewers stunned, angry, and emotionally drained. When the show first launched, attention came largely from Ren Jialun's steady fan base and from Peng Xiaoran's renewed popularity after Goodbye My Princess and the Dark River. Early on, the buzz was amplified by the original novelist publicly criticizing the script changes and even clashing with the female lead online. But that noise faded quickly. On Youku, the hit index once climbed close to 9,500, yet overall discussion never matched other dramas airing at the same time. Despite being marketed before broadcast as a mix of One and Only and Goodbye My Princess, two of the most famous tragic romances, later promotions reassured audiences that the ending would be happy. Only at the very end did viewers discover that not only do the leads fail to get a happy ending, almost every major character is written into tragedy, turning Love and Crown into one of the most extreme all-knife finales of the year. At the heart of the collapse stands Dutinen, the national preceptor. When she learns that she is the child born after the former emperor forced the previous national preceptor to bear him an heir, her long-held affection for Emperor Xiao Huan twists into hatred. Determined to seek justice for her mother and topple the dynasty, she unleashes the mind-controlling heart-eating parasite on the court, manipulates Prince Yuzhang, Xiao Qianqing, into controlling the imperial agenda, and even orders the execution of Empress Ling Cangcang. Cangcang narrowly survives thanks to Zhonglin's rescue. Dutinen then turns to Ling Zufeng, using his children as leverage to force him and his son to relinquish military power. Ling Zufeng chooses to die by poison rather than submit. Xiao Huan, meanwhile, stages his own death by leaping from the Phoenix Terrace, using fireworks as a secret signal to reassure Cangcang that he is still alive. His plan, however, cannot prevent the overall tragedy. To obtain an antidote for the parasites, he forces his own cultivation with the dangerous moon eclipse technique and becomes the ghost king of the Lingbi sect, infiltrating them to secure a cure developed by Wu Xinliu. The sect saintess, Zichen, outwardly supports Dutinen but is in fact the amnesiac former empress, Xiao Huan's own mother. By removing Lingbi sect as Dutinen's final fallback, Xiao Huan pays a heavy personal price without truly changing his ultimate fate. As the story rushes toward its climax, the emotional weight shifts repeatedly onto characters who seem designed to break rather than resolve tension. Zhonglin keeps appearing in front of Xiao Qianqing, becoming his most obvious weakness and a convenient bargaining chip for Dutinen. Both Xiao Qianqing and Ling Cangcang risk themselves again and again to pull her out of danger, yet every time she hesitates, asking them to leave first, insisting they leave together, or trying in vain to talk Xiao Qianqing out of rebellion. Instead of stopping the disaster, her presence repeatedly drags the situation down. Dutinen, now joined openly by Saintess Zichen, tightens her control over Xiao Qianqing and prepares a coronation ceremony on the Phoenix Terrace. Her plan is to use a mind-control parasite to force every official and commoner in the city to acknowledge her as ruler, while imprisoning Xiao Huan and dismantling all of his hard-won reforms. When Xiao Huan returns and the poison on the ministers is lifted, the court finally turns against Dutinen. Cornered, she unleashes her final move, using the blood of 6 maidservants to activate a city-wide outbreak of the heart-eating parasites, threatening to enslave the entire population. In the end, the only way out is sacrifice. To stop the parasite catastrophe once and for all, Xiao Huan takes Ling Cangcang's hand and guides her blade into his own heart. His last words, entrusting her with the duty of protecting Great Qi and confessing that he has no regrets as long as she was part of his life, are followed by his body sinking into the water, closing the chapter on his reign with a single, devastating choice. The poison in Zhonglin and Xiao Qianqing has mostly been cleared. As long as they keep their emotions in the check, they can survive. Fenglai Pavilion, the martial organization Cangcang leads, grows stronger, attracting more followers. Zhonglin invites Cangcang out for a simple walk, but life has already taken a turn that couldn't be reversed. After Xiao Huan's death, Cangcang discovers she is pregnant. Despite the damage her body suffered from the National Preceptor's earlier schemes, she manages to give birth to their posthumous son, Xiaoning. For the next 5 years, she returns to the Phoenix Terrace in red robes, dancing with her sword each day to mourn her husband. Eventually, her body gives out. She dies of exhaustion and old injuries, seeing Xiao Huan once more in an illusion moments before the end. Her death triggers the final collapse of what little warmth remains. Overwhelmed by grief, Zhonglin's residual poison flares up again. She dies by spitting blood at Cangcang's bedside, having never shared a last conversation with Xiao Cangcang. This choice leaves many viewers questioning what the drama wanted to say about her feelings. Did she value Cangcang above the man she loved? At the same time, Cangcang's pregnancy, introduced with minimal foreshadowing, and her death 5 years later have drawn criticism for weakening her earlier portrayal as a warrior and turning her, in some eyes, into a little more than a vessel for the air. Elsewhere, Princess Xiaoying dies on orders from her own mother, who has been manipulated by Dutinen, while Li Hongqing falls to his death in the line of duty. The most tragic survivor is arguably Xiao Cangcang, a man who never wanted the throne, yet is forced to become regent. His mother kills the sister he loved most, his beloved dies, and he is left raising his brother and sister-in-law's son. Xiaoning ascends the throne as a child emperor, with his uncle Xiao Cangcang promising to return power when the boy comes of age. Only the two then remain at the center of power, quietly bearing the cost of everyone else's sacrifices. As for Dutinen, the beautiful villain who turned from love to hatred and murdered her ruler, she escapes execution and lives out her remaining years as a consort dowager under long-term confinement, spending 5 lonely years in regret before her death. When the dust finally settles, the so-called strongest emperor and empress duo are both gone, and Love and Crown has delivered a pure tragedy. For Ren Jialun, it is yet another addition to a long list of historical projects like The Destiny of White Snake, One and Only, Burning Flames and Love of Nirvana, where either the hero, the heroine, or both meet a cruel end, leaving fans wondering when he will finally headline a costume drama that lets him walk away with a truly happy ending. Thanks for watching Cbiz News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for your daily fix of Chinese entertainment. See you in the next video.